Every time you think of something new, your brain immediately tells you everything that could go wrong. Here's how I learned to fight back in 3 seconds. Hi, I'm Matt. I'm a family medicine physician of 25 years, and I'm obsessed with neuroscience and evolutionary psychology to help successful people understand why they still feel stuck. So here's a similar or familiar scenario that a lot of you probably can relate to. Every time you try to think of something new or a great idea, you get excited about it, your brain immediately tells you what could go wrong. And this is all too relatable for me right now because I'm in a transition where I'm launching a coaching business, trying to help people with these principles that I've learned that have been helpful for me. But I find myself being very scared about what could go wrong, telling myself that I'm going to fail, that nobody's going to want to listen to what I have to say. And I realize that this is just part of something I affectionately call the caveman operating system. And these rules have been in place for, inside your brain, that is, for thousands of years. Because historically, the world was a very scary and dangerous place, and your brain always assumed danger to keep you alive. The problem is that the danger no longer exists, but the system still works and the brakes still get applied pretty quickly. And this can stop us from taking new opportunities on and doing new things, which obviously is not what any of us want to do, especially the creatives and entrepreneurs amongst us. So I discovered that because our brain's always immediately pivoting and telling us all the things that could go wrong, one way I found to counter this was, because I think it's equally true, what are all the things that could go right? What's the best thing that could happen? What's the best possible outcome? And I found that helps reframe things pretty instantly, and I had this huge emotional shift where I'm suddenly excited again. My heart originally spoke and told me about this new creative and interesting idea, and my brain immediately tells me, slams on the brake and says, this isn't going to work, this is how things could go wrong, and this is where you're going to die and things go off the rails. But if you have that awareness and quickly realize what's happening, and ask yourself, what's the best possible outcome here? And that just causes this quick state and emotional shift that will encourage you to move forward. So next time you find yourself with some, your heart gives you some sort of new creative idea, and your brain immediately tries to shoot it down, quickly give it the counterpunch or the opposite medicine and say, what's the best possible outcome here? And you'll notice a quick shift in your mindset, and hopefully it'll help you move forward. If this changed how you see things, hit subscribe, and I'll share things like this weekly to help successful people understand how their brain works and to move beyond some of the systems that can be limiting to us.